Rasslin, that's wrestling.
All right, it is Rasslin. Hi. Big weekend wrestling. My name is Brandon Walker, and yes, this is a Perfect Plex t-shirt, is what it is. I have impeccable taste. I'm also a good-looking guy, and sometimes I smell okay. So, that was the wrestling theme song. We should play the whole theme song more often. That way when Cornette's idiot producer steals it, people will know where it came from. Piece of shit. Nah, I'm just kidding. Cornette's great. I love Cornette. He just happens to have morons working for him, probably. Fuck you. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Hey, relax. Why you all so uptight today?
I'm relaxed.
You relaxed?
I'm good. Yes.
How about you?
I'm good.
I don't care. I don't care at all. Wrestling. God, I love professional wrestling. And this was one of those weekends, man. You had AEW Revolution. Great. Phenomenal. I went to WWE's House Show in Madison Square Garden the other day. What a great time. I don't know if you guys... Going to a house show is just as fun as going to a pay-per-view or a TV show because you don't have the breaks. You can't see the obvious work, the TV machinations behind it, but it's just pure fun, unadulterated fun. We got a lot. AEW Revolution. So here's what we're going to talk about. It's wrestling. We have on today's show, 1, I'm going to talk about my 5 takeaways from AEW Revolution. 2, I'll talk about my house show. 3, Vince's interview with Pat McAfee. This McAfee guy has got a future in sports entertainment. I like the cut of his jib, man. Y'all ever, where did he work before WWE and everything?
I think he kicked the ball for a little bit or something.
Did he kick the ball?
Yeah, I think the NFL.
Huh.
I think that's it.
Nowhere else?
No.
Okay. I like this McAfee guy. Anyway, we'll talk about that interview with Vince McMahon. A couple other, we got Hall of Famers. Undertaker and Vader are both going to the Hall of Fame. Going to be a Hoss Hall of Fame. Hoss of Fame. What was that? What did you? Are you eating pussy? What was that?
Vader time.
Oh, Vader ate pussy?
Yeah, and
I bet he, big guy. Bet he had quite an appetite for pussy. I don't recommend eating pussy. Anyway, we're going to talk about that. We also have, speaking of eating pussy, Corey Graves and Carmella have a new show on YouTube. They stopped by the show today, this week, whatever, and we found out who Carmella's hall pass was. And I promise you, watch it because it's shocking. Indy Corner, we have Indy Corner this week. Who's it going to be?
yes, we do. It's this guy named JGeorge.
JGeorge. JGeorge. Folks, we've done about, I'm going to say we've done 8 to 10 Indy Corners. I think this is the best one yet. We'll have AskRasslin at the end. And again, please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Because, listen, the other day, I went on Denise Salcedo's YouTube. Denise Salcedo, wonderful young lady, just talented as the day is long. And her YouTube has 52,000 followers. Mine has almost 30. And I'm so much goddamn better than her or anybody else. I mean, I'm so fucking good. And she's...
It's all right, man.
We'll get
Okay.
there. We'll get there.
We'll get through it.
I did go on her show to preview AEW Revolution. Did you know that she has things on her YouTube called Super Chats where her fans just pay her money? Just a bunch of fucking simps. Just sending her money.
$20 to ask a question.
$20 to ask a question.
We actually got a super chat from Tador and Cool. Thank you so much. Who says, hi from Romania. My dudes love Brandon. One love. You got some fans here, Brandon, from Romania. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Did he just give you $10?
Well, it's the Romanian money. I don't know what it's not. I don't think it's equal to $10.
Okay, but he gave you $10 Romanian money? All right,
Yeah.
well, you gotta split that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, you get paid here too if people send in super chats.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Super Chats.
So if you guys want to send in super chats, send them in, guys.
Can I just real quick, not a big deal. One more quick timeout. What the fuck is a Super Chat? What is a super? She's making money. I'm sitting over here, my keister blowing in the wind. I ain't making shit. I'll do it for $1. You'll send me. I'll do anything you want. You send me $1. I swear to God. You want to see my nipples? There, bang, $1. I don't even know if my nipple came out. I asked Corey Graves and Carmella who their first wrestling crush was, and Carmella said 1, 2, 3 Kid. Now, God bless Sean Waltman, but he's ugly as homemade sin. What are we talking about? That's her crush?
Just a white meat baby face, you know?
Well, you don't know what color his meat is.
I don't.
What about you, Arya? When's your Arya?
Yeah.
Who's your first wrestling crush?
Oh, that's easy. Sunny. That's
Because you like crack whores.
you know it.
What about you, Nick? Who's your first wrestling crush?
Also, Sonny.
Y'all could probably.
She's in Jersey.
Is she? I bet. Mine? Since you asked? Probably Sonny. Sonny was the first one.
100%.
The first one, like before Sonny, it was the divas or the women was Miss Elizabeth, and Miss Elizabeth was you never wanted to have sex with Miss Elizabeth. You wanted to take her to a nice steak dinner. You wanted to grow your credit and be able to afford a nice house in the suburbs for Miss Elizabeth. You wanted to provide for her. You wanted to make sure that she had somewhere to watch Knots Landing and ER on Thursday nights. You wanted to give her a nice home. Sonny just wanted to fuck. Yeah?
Yep.
Can I cuss on this show?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh my God. I hate it here so much. We're approaching 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. 30,000. 3000. 0. I need you to like and subscribe. When we hit 30, there's going to be a giveaway, a wrestling giveaway, because we have wrestling merch coming up soon. If I had good producers, I'd be wearing the merch right now. I don't. The wrestling merch is coming soon. Or if I had good producers, they'd show it on the green screen. But I fucking don't. Instead of the merch, show a puppy right now. It's a good puppy.
It's cute.
Write down where the puppy is in the show.
I do that.
Huh?
I write down words.
Yeah, I know, but I don't trust you at all. For the puppy shot, can we show that? Okay, that's what I want. That's the puppy I want to show on the screen. Anyway, all right, here we go. AEW Revolution, and then we're going to get to your voicemails or your calls or your talks, whatever. I don't know what we're getting to. We'll get to Indy Corner. We'll get to all that in a minute. I rant and rave about internet wrestling nerds a lot because internet wrestling fans truly act like they forgot why they like wrestling in the first place. They love it to death. They squeeze wrestling so much they kill it by just hate watching everything. That being said, I watched AEW Revolution Sunday night. And for the first time in a while, I kind of do agree with the wrestling nerd sentiment, the ones who are bound and determined to hate what they see. It was just a little too long. It was a little too long. Like, if I start watching the pre-show at 7 and I'm still watching the main event at 11:45, that's a lot, man. You're asking Adam Cole and Adam Page to go out there and maintain focus from the crowd, a crowd who's already sat there for 5 hours. That's really tough. That being said, AEW Revolution was fantastic. It was all action from bell to bell. It was really good show. Just tighten it up a little bit. Maybe take out 30 minutes. Let's see if we can do 3.5 hours instead of 4, 3:15 instead of 4, whatever. My 5 takeaways from AEW Revolution. Number 1, MJF Punk is the best feud in wrestling in the last decade. It's the best feud in the history of AEW. They built 3 stars in this feud. 3 stars. Coming out of this feud, Wardlow is now one of the hottest guys in wrestling. MJF maintains his status as one of the hottest guys in wrestling. And by the way, CM Punk probably ready for a title shot. This feud produced 3 top-of-the-card players in just a couple months. Now, CM Punk and MJF were already at the top of the card. Wardlow wasn't. But this feud, it had it all. And the match itself was kind of uncomfortable to watch. It felt like they kind of had to learn halfway through what the chain was going to do. It seems like some of the moves were clunky at first, but once they got it, they got it. And MJF, his storytelling is beyond his years in wrestling. CM Punk, one of the great storytellers in wrestling history. And I come out of the feud thinking, wow, they nailed the Wardlow turn perfectly. Wardlow comes out of the back after a bloody fight. And I believe this too. So he comes there. Wardlow, MJF asked for the ring. Wardlow can't find it. I don't know what that voice was. Can't find it. Just like a cigarette smoker. Can never find their lighter. Can't find it. MJF gets knocked down by Punk. Oh, all of a sudden he finds it. By the way, sharp-eyed viewers, we've had MJF here. That's a different ring. That's a new ring. That ring that he wore here is not the ring that he got hit with last night. It looked like they rounded the edges, so I don't know if they've announced that. That's not the same ring he had a year ago. Whatever. MJF loses, and when MJF is down and he's about to lose the match, and the defiant spitting in CM Punk's face, beautiful. Fantastic. Just fantastic wrestling all the way around. The feud was great from start to finish. The final match was the best match of the night. I loved everything about CM Punk and MJF. Now, I see Punk being the next challenger at pay-per-view for Hangman Page. But what we really got to do is figure out how to arrange the deck chairs because MJF needs to be the champion very soon. By the end of this year, MJF should be AEW World Champion. Number 2, Moxley Danielson was very good. I thought the finish was a little off kilter. The finish didn't feel great. The double looking pin where Mox kind of fooled him or whatever. That was fine. But the second William Regal walked out there, done. I'm fine. I'm happy. William Regal walks out, pops Mox in the mouth, pops Bryan Danielson in the mouth. Now we get the story I think everybody wanted. What is it going to look like if William Regal is leading a faction that includes 2 ass kickers in Moxley and Danielson? My God, sign me up for that. It looks incredible. Number 3, in my opinion, Hangman Page looked more like a star last night against Adam Cole than he's looked in his entire championship reign. That includes the 2 matches against Bryan Danielson, which were excellent. But last night he looked the part of champion. He looked the part, fighting off Red Dragon, fighting off Adam Cole. I think we all knew Adam Cole was going to win it, but Page looked like a star, and that's huge. Number 4, Hosses. The best part of that ladder match, and God bless Orange Cassidy, Ricky Starks, and Christian Cage, but I didn't need them there. I just needed Wardlow, I needed Keith Lee, and I needed Powerhouse Hobbs just staring at each other. Big meaty men slapping meat. You give me a Hoss fest, and AEW's got plenty of Hosses in reserve, right? They still got Miro, they still got all the Lance Archer, all these guys. But my God, Powerhouse Hobbs, Keith Lee, and Wardlow just look like fucking stars out there. And Wardlow wins the match. I think he's going to be the TNT champion by the end of this week, maybe the end of next week, whenever his match is. Is his match this week or next week?
I don't think it's this week.
So Scorpio Sky wrestles for the belt this week, and he'll face the winner next week, right? Wardlow's got to win the TNT title next week. It's his time, right?
They built him up for about multiple months. Whose time is it if it's not his?
Don't talk to me when I ask you a question.
All right.
Don't answer me when I ask you a question. It's a rhetorical question. Do you know what rhetorical means? Me either. Jericho looked great last night. This guy's lost like 30 pounds. He looked like $1 million. Eddie Kingston, what a great opener. Eddie Kingston going over. Now, producer Nick doesn't really like Eddie Kingston. Some time on a treadmill wouldn't hurt, for being honest. But that's producer Nick's opinion, not mine. Remember, Eddie, when you interview with me, he's the tiny, short man that was running the camera. I thought AEW Revolution was fantastic. Really good. Anxious to see where they go from here. A lot of people think Thunder Rosa is going to take the belt off Britt in a couple weeks at San Antonio. I can see that happening. That match had the unfortunate reality of going after the dog collar match last night. It just was impossible. I still think this podcast differs in opinion with a lot of wrestling fans online. We're a Britt Baker podcast, and a lot of people want her to lose the belt. I think she should keep it forever. I went to MSG the other night, Madison Square Garden. You ever heard of it? Mm-hmm. WWE was there. Now, WWE was kind of a victim of its own hype machine, where I was sitting front row with Sam Roberts. And when I say front row, I mean front row of the second section. I was sitting with Sam Roberts, and he was right there. Funny guy, great guy, awesome guy. Listened to his show on Sirius. We were convinced at the beginning of the night Cody Rhodes was going to win the title. Undertaker was in Queens that day. We thought Undertaker might come out. We thought John Cena could show up and win the title. We came up with every possible thing that could happen at this house show other than just them furthering the story with Roman and Brock. Now, they did further the story. Roman is a megastar in person. So is Brock Lesnar. For everything AEW does right, and this is real talk, if you watch this show and you're a diehard AEW fan or a diehard WWE fan and you hate on the other one, you're a fucking idiot. It's wrestling. Enjoy it. But that being said, for everything AEW does right, the great matches, the great stories, the great everything, they still don't have a Roman or a Brock. They don't have somebody who can walk into to Madison Square Garden and just stand there and look like $1 trillion. They don't have that. I don't know if they'll ever get it. The trick is, can they have a megastar come out of AEW? Or does that megastar have to go become a megastar in WWE? Like, can MJF be a megastar from AEW? I don't know the answer to that question. But Roman Reigns is a megastar. Brock Lesnar is a megastar. WWE can build that. Can AEW? What do you think? Probably not, right? It's going to be tough. You can answer.
In time, they can. Not right now.
By the way, where's Cody? Did Cody just leave AEW and he's unemployed now? Is he working? Am I going to go to Trader Joe's in fucking Bergen County and just see Cody working? I hope not. More like roads to nowhere, am I right?
Huh.
Can you do some standing ovation there or applause?
Yeah, you got it.
Really, really sell it. You want me to say it again? I'm going to say it again, and this time really very well, okay? So Cody Rhodes thought he was going to WWE. He left AEW, right? Where's he going to go? More like a roads to nowhere, am I right? Really fun house show. If you haven't gone to a WWE house show in a long time, go. The performers let it all hang out. Fantastic. Of course, Ronda Rousey had like 9 botches. Doesn't matter. She'll be great at Mania. How are we feeling about Mania? Feel like all the rumors I've heard from Mania at least shows me WWE is trying and they're trying to get big stars there. Like apparently Stone Cold might not have a match there, but he's going to have a confrontation there. I definitely want him to have a match. We'll see. Maybe on Raw this week it changed, but. I think WrestleMania is going to be really good. We're going to be going out there. Maybe not Nick. Maybe me and Aria. Old school, classic gang only, right? I don't like either one of you. Chelsea okay? Did Chelsea break her arm?
Yeah, I saw the X-rays online.
So Chelsea Green, friend of the podcast.
Yes.
Deanna Parasso, friend of the podcast. Deanna broke Chelsea's arm?
Yeah, pretty much.
Deanna, hey! Hey! Don't do that. Come on, Deanna. Stop breaking people's arms. I know you can. Come on, stop.
Big fan.
What are the worst theme songs? Maybe we should do a top 5 list.
All of them would be Cesaro's.
Yeah.
Cesaro's?
The worst.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you didn't live through the Rougeau brothers back in the 80s, brother.
Brother.
There. So I was watching, do you remember Skinner?
Of course.
You remember his theme?
Wasn't it just like a noise?
It's just crickets,
Yeah.
right? It's just crickets and bugs, and that's all it is. And then Isaac Yankum was just a drill,
Chainsaw Charlie was literally just
a chainsaw. Who's that? Oh, Ass Man's got to be up the top of the list, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an ass man.
If you hate music.
Yeah, I'm an ass man. And it starts bad and it gets worse. I love to hug them. I love to kick them. I love to kiss them. I love to squeeze them. I don't know. I don't have the
I
word.
love to float 'em.
Float them. Wrecked them. Wrecked them. Damn near killed them. This show doesn't work, does it? Not a very good show. Worst theme songs? Is that a good top 5?
It's definitely a good one. I mean, I feel like did we just do it, or is that not? Did we not just do the list? Is what I'm asking. You know what I mean?
So what am I writing?
You could write whatever. I mean, you're the host. You can write whatever you want. Well, we do the list again. Worst theme songs, top 5 worst theme songs. Got it.
I wrote whatever I wanted.
Got it.
You
Good
see what it
song.
says?
Yeah, good song.
It says fuck you.
Mm.
Worst theme song. Let's work through this real quick. There was all those. Rougeau's was bad, man. Rougeau's was bad. Huh. What are the worst
Put
things?
William Regal's.
He's a man. Yeah, it was bad. Of course, pretty much the entire WCW catalog in the late 90s.
Just generic rock.
Generic rock, yeah, butt rock.
Triple H when he was 100%.
Oh, also the classical music? That was great.
I hated it so much.
You hated that?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that was good. Y'all aren't giving me anything.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I'm going to Google worst theme songs. Let's work worst WWE theme songs. Let's see what the internet thinks. This Bleacher Report. They used to be a decent company before Barstool killed them. Top 15 worst theme songs. R-Truth. Kelly Kelly. What was that? Are you having a stroke?
No. I don't.
Well, I'm an ass man.
Dun, dun.
He just writes out the lyrics. So many asses.
So little time.
Wow. A little tight one.
To stop you on the dime
I'm a lover.
of every kind.
The best surprises.
We'll stick him from behind.
I'll sneak up from behind.
Cause I'm an ass man. Yeah.
So Vince was on Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's such a fucking stud, man. Like, he's doing great in all of his areas. He does a great show. Former football player, but he gets added to fucking WWE, and he's a breath of fresh air on commentary. He's terrific. He's an energy that WWE desperately needed. But then he's just a dude. He's just a dude you want to hang out with and get beers. And he made Vince McMahon be just a dude too. And Vince McMahon to me is the most fascinating guy in the history of wrestling. Maybe one of the most fascinating celebrities we have in America. The guy is just a beast. He is the most important man in wrestling history. That's a fact. There's no contesting that. And he sat for almost 2 hours with Pat McAfee and just shot the shit and was as relatable as anybody I can ever remember. It was such a good fucking interview. I want to put our interviewers over because I think I'm the best interviewer in wrestling because I'm funny. But Pat McAfee is a world beyond anybody else. Like, it was incredible. It was absolutely fucking incredible. It was great. Congratulations to Pat McAfee. Corey Graves and Carmella stopped by here. And I talked to them about their life at home. Do they shit with the toilet, with the bathroom door open or closed? You know, what's their sex life like? I didn't ask that, but weren't we all wondering? No, we weren't. Anyway, I DM'd them later. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Carmella and Corey Graves stopped by. They got a new show on WWE's YouTube. Check it out right here. I asked them, who's your celebrity crush in wrestling? And who's your hall pass? This is what we got. So, and Yellowstone. I haven't watched Yellowstone yet, even though I'm a 42-year-old white guy from the South. It seems like that is my
I
show.
believe it was made specifically for you.
It
You
was.
are the target demographic.
Yeah, it very
love
much
Kevin
was.
Costner.
I haven't watched it yet. Y'all like it?
It's fantastic.
So good.
Michael Cole is the one that actually hounded me for weeks. You got to watch this. You got to watch this. And just the concept of it wasn't particularly appealing to me. I'm not much of a country boy. I'm a city boy, so I didn't know how to relate to that. But by the second or third episode, we were both hooked, and it's to the point where we'd have to fight. Like, hey, you're going on the road, or you're going to be on a flight. Don't watch Yellowstone. We got to stay caught up in the same place. So.
And then we realized that Kevin Costner is now my new hall pass.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. He's heard enough.
Carmella, can I just take a 20-second time out there? Kevin Costner is at least 65 years old.
I know. Well, I'm 34 now. I feel like, okay, I'm at that point where I could like the guy or like his dad,
Hall pass. Kevin Costner wouldn't even be able to make it down the hall.
He doesn't need to walk down the hall. He just needs to be,
All right, fine. Jeez. All right. Who's yours, Corey? Is it R.I.P.? Is it?
It's also Kevin Costner.
I was gonna say, was it Betty White? Good Lord. Hall pass. Kevin Costner. All right, whatever. And you're not a city boy. You're from Pittsburgh. That's as country as a city can be.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
as far as city, yeah, you're right. As far as being, I'm not like a city boy as in I don't know how to function when I see grass. I don't have the full outdoors. I don't hunt. I'm not like that sort of outdoorsy. But yeah, I mean, within 15 minutes of Pittsburgh city limits, you can be in like the middle of nowhere. So
I'm
a little well versed.
I'm from 200 acre farm in Mississippi, and all my family hunts, and I never hunted. I never got into it, and my family thinks I'm just a big gigantic pussy.
Yeah. I can relate.
All right, now you actually opened the hall pass conversation because this is kind of like that. This question is for both of you. Who was your first wrestling crush? Your first crush in professional wrestling when you were a kid looking up saying, oh my God, who was, and I know whatever, I'm about the same age as Corey, so I know who he's going to say. But who is it?
I'm going to have to, I just had this conversation the other day about my first crush on a human being level, which
Right.
was Susanna Hoffs.
Of course,
Of the
yeah.
Bengals. She was very important to my childhood. I'm trying to think here. Man, because I don't even count the Attitude Era because I was like a teenager at that point. I was just like a hornball like
I'll tell
every
you
kid.
who mine was. Mine was 123 Kid.
What? My confidence just fell through the floor.
That was, if you want me to be 1,000% honest, I love the 123 Kid.
Wow. Oh my God.
I love Sean Waltman, but he's not
That's
exactly.
That's when I was a kid. I mean, and then
not a
like,
lady
when I got
killer.
A little bit older, like then obviously Razor Ramon. Like, are you kidding me? My dad actually wrestled him in his debut match, and I loved Razor Ramon. But if I'm being 1,000% honest, the first time I ever saw 123, I was like, oh, he's so cool.
I was like, I got really into ECW when I was growing up, and I think like Beulah McGillicuddy and Francine, because they weren't like the glitz and glamour.
Right.
It was kind of like, these chicks are kind of hardcore. I was really into that. I think those would probably have to be the first off the top of my head.
I love to touch them. I love to squeeze them. You know what the best theme song ever was? Ever made? Aria?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
No.
My time.
No! Disco fever.
Oh, God.
Disco fever.
That was a banger.
It's a fucking banger. Remember when we could play music on this podcast?
Yeah, it was great.
That was awesome. And then YouTube said, nope, can't do that.
Very much.
Idiots. All right, we have Indy Corner, and folks, this is the best one we've done yet. This guy is entertaining, funny, went off the rails a little bit. It is Indy Corner with JGeorge.
Are we on? Are we doing it now?
Yeah.
All right. Can you come over here then to me? Get a shot here of me. Here we go. Do you slate this here on top here, JJ?
Time. If we could just start on me. Start on me.
Do your intro.
What?
Well, no. Go ahead. Apologies. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you have certain ideas of how it should be done?
I don't have ideas. I'm just you do this. You know how to do
So
it.
you don't have ideas. You have a belief in what should be. Well, what should I do here?
Wait, hold on. Am I in the shot? Can you just flip the monitor real quick so I can just see what the shot looks like? Okay, real quick. I like what you're giving me. Yeah, you could flip it back. Can you slate it? JGeorge, Rasslin interview, take one.
Take one.
Okay, fantastic. All right, now come back to him here. This is your normal setup. I just would rather if you sit
Well,
here.
I actually sit here.
No, it's fine. Just you could sit here because I think it'll look better with.
Well,
the
why
lighting.
am I supposed to trust that you know what you're doing? This is my studio. That's my camera.
Boys, right over here. I'm gonna have him stand behind me. No, it's fine. Trust me. Look at that. You see that right there? Boom, fantastic. The lighting right there, boom, on your face. You see what I'm talking about?
It does feel better.
Well, we just took like 5 years off of you. There you go.
So how old do you think I look now?
You could play. What do you think? Right? You could play probably 20s, right? Mid 20s.
Maybe
Like the 1920s?
You could definitely pass as a teenager in the 1920s. That's for sure.
Are you ready to go? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Fantastic.
Why do you have so many notes? I'm interviewing you for wrestling.
Rasslin podcast.
This is wrestling. I am Brandon Walker, and this is Indy Corner, where we talk to the up-and-comers, the next generation, the superstars of tomorrow. Are you okay?
I just want to make sure if maybe.
Can I just, because this is.
Can you two switch? You two switch. Because I want to get this guy here. Take a look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. 6'5", 285 pounds.
That's supposed to intimidate me?
How old are you?
21.
He's under 25 years old. That means I have 6 months with him until you know who takes him.
Yeah, well, that's right. You know, I'm not intimidated by either one of you.
No, this is not intimidation. No, this is they're my productions. This is my PA, Lenny, and this is my key grip, TG3. The hype train.
Okay, so are you good now? Can we do the interview?
Ready to go.
From
the top.
Do you feel? Well, we've been going the whole time. Do you feel like? Do you feel like the shot looks good?
I feel it now. Yeah, for sure. Do you feel it?
Not really. I don't know.
What would you? What would
I'm
make
tired.
You
I didn't get a lot of sleep. Like, did you bring a makeup guy or girl? Do you have a makeup
No,
guy?
I assumed you guys would have.
Yeah, we do.
This
But
Well, bring them in.
the problem with us, Barstool having
Because this is live. Is this live to tape? Because we could edit all of this.
well, you don't have editors.
I'll edit it.
You'll edit it?
Absolutely.
Oh, I better be good
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
I got it. Just a couple of idiots. Look at them.
You telling me?
Look at these
Telling
morons
me.
right
I
here.
know what y'all see. Now we found the common ground.
But this guy's brain in a parakeet. Zing, fly backwards. All the people around us are stupid.
Yeah.
Not me and you, though.
Exactly.
This is JGeorge. JGeorge.
That's right.
Wrestling extraordinaire.
I guess. Yeah.
Are you a wrestler or are you just... I feel like my producer might have found you from another industry.
No, I am a professional wrestler, a filmmaker, and a professional wrestler.
If you're a filmmaker, why are you on camera now? Why wouldn't you be behind the camera?
Because I'm not a camera operator.
That's a cameraman, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right, you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And they're stupid.
And you saw the way I commanded the thing. That's it. That's the beauty of it. The way hey, almost as big as him. Look at that.
I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of
I'm
you.
not looking at anybody. I'm not looking at
Look at
anybody.
this kid. No, he's a good kid.
Is he? But he's standing behind me being very big.
Would you rather? I just felt the composition of the shot was better if he's in the middle.
No, he's too ugly. I don't like him.
Do you want to switch him with the other kid?
No, I want this one. Can I keep this one?
You want to keep him around?
Yeah, I mean, he's big.
I mean, if you could afford him.
JGeorge, where you been wrestling out of?
Everywhere.
You're with Creative Pro.
That's right.
How come I'm getting a whole lot of Creative Pro seems to be churning out guys.
Right.
A lot of talent. What is it about Creative Pro? Why is all the talent there?
And why are they all coming here?
Well, I understand why they come in here because we're cheap and we can't afford
Well, no.
travel.
My point being is you probably get a lot of people messaging you to be on this, right?
I do.
And they probably send in all these sloppy messages, and they're coming, let's just say, unprofessionally.
Yes.
Yeah. But Creative Pro, you know what we do? We create pros.
Yes.
And everyone that's contacted you from Creative Pro has done so professionally.
They have. That's actually true.
Yeah, because we're trained by a very professional wrestler, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
Now, when you contacted us, did you have a full reel or something? Did you present something to us?
Tell him.
Yes, he did.
I did. Yeah. Absolutely.
Was it good?
World class time.
World class.
Yeah.
World class.
I believe we actually have a clip of that.
You can't just cue up clips on my show.
Oh.
Do we really have a clip of it?
I mean, he does have a clip if he wants to put it in there. I don't care.
Do you suggest we put the clip here?
Do you usually do clips, right? No?
Well, we usually don't have guys as professional as you.
That's true.
All right, here's the clip from JGeorge.
There you go. And wait,
Hold on.
is it still playing?
I don't know.
I mean, well,
Oh, what you're saying is it should play and then we come back.
we're back.
And we're back. And we're back. I could use a guy that directs, because this guy doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah.
All he does is book the talent. This guy, you look at him, I mean, he's
They just turn the camera on and let whatever happens
He's
happens. Yeah,
real
they just-
stupid.
They just let it fly. So what else did you want to ask me?
I have no idea. What
I'm at-
should I ask you?
Because I'm at Creative Pro,
Yep.
but that doesn't define who I am.
What defines who you are? Who are you?
Well, I look at it like this, right? I've been a long time, I grew up wanting to be a professional wrestler. So
Sure.
I went out and I did that. I've gone out and, I've had a moderately successful wrestling career.
Sure.
And I had a couple overseas tours. I've wrestled in China, in Germany, in Amsterdam, Canada, Mexico. But,
That sounds awesome.
yeah, it's been a great time. But I'm at a point in my life where I'm just using this Rasslin stuff as a platform to show everybody what I'm really all about. Can I get the water bottle? Where's the water? Pass me the water bottle. Yeah, right there. And that's Making movies.
Filmmaking.
Yeah,
You have a passion for it.
I do.
So you're much like a modern Jeff Jarrett. You know, when Jeff Jarrett showed up to WWF in 1993,
Yeah, he gets it,
he
yeah.
was using that. He was a great wrestler, naturally, but he was using
Second
that
generation wrestler.
to become a star on the country music scene.
Right.
But since he already did that, you can't do country music,
Right.
so you're doing filmmaking.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I went to, thankfully, my parents shelled out a lot of money. They put me through film school. And then right after film school, I started training wrestling, and I got lost in the circus. You know how that goes.
It's crazy out here.
But like I said, once I got to a point where I developed my skills and my talent in the wrestling business, now I'm like, okay, now I could really use this for the platform to show
But
everybody.
you're going to keep wrestling
Right.
to keep making your platform bigger.
So I have, exactly.
So what is the end game here? Are you going to be some sort of Oscar-winning director? Are you going to be doing music videos? Are you going to be doing commercials for local TV? Are you going to be doing, the other thing directors do?
I just want to use this as a platform to show everybody what I'm really all about. And that's
Drinking water? We got more water.
Wait, hold on. Went down the wrong hole.
Okay.
You think all these years I'd know how to swallow water.
Do we want to reshoot that?
And that's making movies.
No, I know you said that part already.
Yeah. I actually did do a music video, a couple music videos for AEW star Max Caster that were critically acclaimed, award-winning.
Acclaimed.
You
That's
see
funny.
what I did there? Yeah.
He's in a tag team called.
The Acclaimed, yeah.
Yeah. When you did the music video
Yeah.
and they got to the place.
Yeah.
Did they scream?
The Acclaimed has arrived!
Did they do that?
Anthony Bowens did that nonstop for like 10 minutes, and I was like, we get it. We're here. You've arrived.
I actually do that at home with my wife when we're having sexy time.
My wife.
And with my wife, and I'll be like, "The jizz has arrived," and it always.
The what has arrived?
What? What'd you say?
The what has
No,
arrived?
it's fine. It's fine. It's not that. It's not that. I'm going.
Are you
So
scared
y'all
of
aren't
it?
gonna laugh at all at our jokes at all? You crack your knuckles one more goddamn time, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
You can pick that up on the microphone too. Look at that. Meat paws. That's a size 14 hand. What size is your hand?
There's no such thing as a size 14 hand.
What size is your hand?
Hold your hand up.
Look, it's like
Not that big of a deal. So it's fine.
You know what they say about big hands?
Yeah, brother. I know. What do they say?
You carry a load.
Why does he get to talk? What the fuck?
Are you kidding me?
You got to be better than this. This is
Are you
ridiculous.
serious? Next time, that's you. That's funny?
I'm scared.
Hey, let me ask you this. What are you doing March 26th?
That's a Saturday.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me look.
That's fine. You're not doing anything, right?
Just. Oh, turns out I don't have any friends. Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah. I'm going to be at that building that you guys were at not too long ago, the Ridgefield Park Knights of Columbus.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I got a special, huge event. Pro Wrestling Magic presents Haas Mountain.
Haas Mountain.
Yeah, and
that's a good name.
And you know why it's named after a good friend of yours?
Who?
Adam Kerr.
Oh, the big motherfucker.
Yeah, the guy that
right. Yeah,
him and Wrecking Ball.
He's not a friend of mine.
Yeah,
They hit me. They assaulted me.
You should. I would like to book you on the show, cast you rather on the show as sort of an antagonist for.
But my
Adam
problem
Kerr.
is it going? The last time I was.
It's going to be a snuff film. It's going to be.
Well, I don't dip anymore.
Torment, pain, agony, captured in 24
This sounds
frames.
very sad.
Well, I mean, life is tragic.
What's the saddest film you think? My Girl sucked, man. The kid died. Macaulay Culkin died at the end, and she's like, "Where's his glasses?" And
My Girl.
And it came out a long time ago. You're not as old as I am. Macaulay Culkin, Anna Slumsky. I don't know.
No, yeah, that is a sad picture.
I don't know if I like you or not.
No, I think you do. I think you like the cut of my jib. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down.
I kind of do. You're right.
Yeah.
I kind of do. Yeah.
I'm an innovator.
Are you?
A little
What
bit.
have you innovated? Name 3 things you've innovated.
So check this out. Well, I had the first ever Christmas Chaos match, which has never been done before. Mm-hmm. Right? And Saturday, March 26th at Pro Wrestling Magic. Get this. Are you ready for this?
So ready.
All right. I'm going to be challenging for the Pro Wrestling Magic Women's Championship against Jordan Blade in the first ever understudy match. Because her original opponent can't be there. So now I'll be filling in as their understudy.
You're not
I'll be playing the role of...
Hollywood. You can do anything, right?
Right,
Yeah. Okay.
exactly, yeah.
All right. So, do you plan to win?
I do. Now, the caveat is, though, if I don't win the championship, the person that I'm filling in is. So you see what I'm saying?
I see, yes.
And you've ever seen anything like that in wrestling before?
I don't think I have.
Yeah.
No, so it would be like when you're watching Days of Our Lives back in the 80s, and they
Yeah.
would say, today the part of Deidre is being played by somebody else. You'll be
Right.
playing the part of somebody else.
Exactly.
But whatever you succeed, it goes to them.
Right.
Oh, okay. Name one other thing you've innovated.
I told you about the Christmas Chaos match.
You did.
Oh, check this out. Ready? We're talking about Creative Pro and all this stuff?
Sure.
March 20th, all right?
Can I say something about you?
Yeah.
You've got really good breath. Like, your breath smells good.
Thank you.
Usually when I got wrestlers here, their breath stinks, but your breath smells really good.
It's Sanka.
Huh?
March 20th. I'm going to be in the first ever. Actually, these guys are going to be in it too. The first ever 3-act structure match when I take on Bobby Orlando. You know Bobby Orlando?
Bobby Orlando's been on the show.
Yeah, I'm going to kick the
Yeah,
shit
that
out of him.
stupid-ass goat.
Yeah.
Was it a goat or a monkey?
Yeah.
It was a goat?
Yeah, you know what happened to his goat last time
What
he
happened to
was
his
in the
goat?
ring?
You fucked that goat?
Decapitated.
You Kappa has tated, you
Took the head right off.
yeah, what was that
I had another big boy just rip his head off.
Capitated right from his body.
Yeah.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you angry that he hit you at all? Okay, all right, sorry, my bad.
You don't talk to them, you talk to me.
Well, I can talk.
You could ask me if he's angry and I'll tell you whether or not he is.
Well, do you think he's angry?
No, I'm not. No, absolutely not.
Well, shouldn't he
You
be?
would know if he was angry.
Shouldn't he be angry?
I don't think so. That's a sacrament.
That's religion.
That's what creating is.
Speaking of
that's what filmmaking is. It's a religion.
Speaking of sacrament, I really thought Chris Webber and them were going to win a title back then. The Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
But they just never did. You know, they got a bad whistle and all that. I love White Chocolate Jason Williams. Mm-hmm. Big fan of him. So
Sorry about that.
March 26th, Knights of Columbus,
Yep.
Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, at the building I sold out,
That you made famous.
that I made famous weeks ago.
Yep.
You are going to be there wrestling for the Magic Pro Wrestling?
Pro Wrestling Magic.
Pro Wrestling Magic women's title
Yep.
against the women's champion.
Jordan Blade.
Of course, Jordan Blade.
Yes.
So, any other big productions in your future? See how I said productions?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Like I said, March 20th, me, my boy Lenny here, my boy TZ3, we're going to be in the first ever 3-act structure match when we take on Bobby Orlando.
Okay, you keep saying Bobby Orlando, but if there's 3 of you, why is there only 1 of him?
Because it's a 3-act structure match. First act, second act. Oh, yeah. What's up?
Oh, a 3-act structure. So he has to get through those 2 acts to get to you.
To the final act.
What if he doesn't get to the final act?
Well, then this movie ends early for him, doesn't it? But you know what? I'll let you in a little spoiler. I don't like to make short films. I like to really take the people on a ride.
You're about
You
the
know what I
art,
mean?
aren't you?
Exactly. Every story has a beginning, middle, and end. Yeah.
Where do you think the story of this podcast is right now?
It sounds like we're heading towards the climax.
Fine.
It's not that. Nope.
What?
Nope. It's not that kind of film.
I knew when I left when
Yeah.
I left home, I told my wife, I'm
You
going to
didn't
have to come at work today.
You
What?
didn't even ask me about my wrestling character.
I thought this was your wrestling character.
It's not.
Well, what's your wrestling character?
I do a vegan character.
Not another fucking vegan. Oh my God. Do you know that other one?
Yeah.
He's the worst. He's the worst fucking person I know.
Right, absolutely.
What's his name? Leo something? Leo
Leo,
Bird?
Leo
the Bird?
Leo
God.
Raven or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Get the
Yeah.
flock out of here, huh?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That was a good climax right there. I swear to fucking God, if you
Hey.
stare at me one more goddamn time.
Show him the fist. Show him the fist. Show him. Look at that. You want that?
Can I see the inside of your hand? Just no, because that tells me if a man's rough or not. Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go. He works with his hands.
Oh my God.
That's why he's my key grip.
Looks like he's been given
He'll ghouls you.
a
He'll
hand job to a
grip,
palm
he'll grip
tree.
your neck until you turn blue and purple in the face and your eyes pop out and the vessels burst. And that would look beautiful in this camera.
Who's the best purple character you think? Prince, Grimace, or Barney?
I was going to go with Grimace. Was never a big Prince fan.
Who wasn't?
Me. I was never a big Prince fan. And then
Did
people,
you just talk about what did you
people-
say your
people-
name in third person?
people are always like, see, that's what I'm saying. People are always like, oh, you look like Prince. And I was like, no, I don't. Not at all. Is that what you were insinuating by that? By saying I was saying in third person?
No,
You think I look like him?
No, that I wasn't saying that at all.
Yeah.
You don't look unlike him, but I was talking about Barney and Grimace. Why did you focus in on Prince?
I was gonna go with Grimace, but they've actually kind of wiped out that area of the McDonald's.
You know what? You're
lore.
right. They don't really do that anymore.
No, because it's advertising to children, and they were like, "Hey, it's not cool. You can't be advertising fast food."
So
to
Mayor
kids."
McCheese is dead?
They're all done.
The Fry Guys?
Do you barely see the clown? Do you remember? And then Burger King had like they had their own their own little thing. They had the kids club thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
So they don't really do that anymure.
No,
But they
because-
still sell Happy Meals.
right, but they don't. It's like not as like in your face of like, "Hey kids, eat this cheeseburger."
Were you a big Happy Meal guy?
I guess, yeah. I felt like when I was growing up, that was like my only. It was like my only option. I couldn't get like the bigger meals.
How'd that make you feel?
It was okay.
Did you get mad? Are you crying because they never had sweet and sour sauce? You always had to get honey
No,
mustard?
I was never a sweet and sour guy. Honey mustard
Yeah, or barbecue.
or barbecue, yeah. You the same?
Nah, I'm sweet and sour.
Oh.
I'm cultured though.
There you go.
Yeah.
So this Thursday, I'm going to be making my debut.
How many things you got coming up?
I'm a busy guy. I came here plug. That's what they do. That's he rigs it, he plugs it in, and I'm plugging you guys in. This Thursday, I'm going to be at Beyond Wrestling's Wrestling Open, which streams live on IWTV.
Can I come?
If you want to make the trip to Worcester, Massachusetts.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, there you
Jesus
go. Yeah, that's what I'm
Christ.
saying. Yeah.
Woo!
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 Woo! Yeah.
Okay, you didn't fall for that. All right, so Worcester. You know what they say about Worcester?
What's that?
No idea. What's your favorite Prince song? You don't like the Prince thing. Okay.
I'm about to smack him again.
Smack who? Him?
Or
Wait, if
him.
I piss you off, you'll smack him?
I guess I can't
can't-
smack you. Can I?
Go ahead, Prince. Do it.
Is that gonna be on? You kidding me? No, I'm not gonna. Actually, it's not. It's actually not even in the script. So you lucked out.
Can I just, you have at least a 12-page script
Yes.
for a 30-minute podcast interview.
Here we go.
What does it say I should do now?
No, seriously, right here. Look. Page here, line here.
Mm-hmm.
You have a 12-page script for a 30-minute podcast interview.
Oh, I just read that exactly right.
Yeah.
Did I perform it well, or should I have been
I didn't-
sadder? Or give me an emotion. Let's finish like this. Let's do an acting exercise.
Sure.
Tell me a point to make and an emotion to hit.
Okay. Maybe, all right, so make that point again, but
Yeah.
do it as if you just walked in on your parents having sex. And go.
So we have a 12-page script. Oh God! Ah! Oh my God! Gross! Get off of her! Ah! For a 30-second podcast.
Yeah.
Did you like that? Was that good?
I liked it, yeah. Did you feel it more this time?
Huh?
Did you feel it?
The only
Did you feel it and did you believe it?
The only thing, I've done it before. I've walked in there and had, the only thing worse than walking in on your parents having sex is walking in on your parents having sex together.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me, dude? Are you serious?
It was funny.
That was funny?
You said it was funny.
Jesus Christ.
Tell me to laugh at the joke.
What are you doing flinching? When did I teach you to flinch?
Defending myself.
That's not defending yourself. That's looking like a coward. Did I teach you to be a coward?
No, sir.
You can't be a coward in filmmaking, are you? That's my boy. He's learning. He's learning. It just takes a couple times. Hey, you don't know. You don't do that.
Oh,
You sit down.
sorry,
Yeah, no.
sorry.
Are you kidding me?
You ready to go?
Yeah.
JGeorge, you are a delight.
Yes.
You're a wonderful guy.
Right.
And I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors.
Are you releasing me?
From the podcast?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, then I'll take it.
This was fun.
I have a lot of future endeavors.
I know, because you got the movies, you got the wrestling.
Right. They're all kind of tied into one. That's part of the deal, right? Every match that I do is a film that is written and directed by JGeorge.
Does he have to slate it to end it, or is that?
That's called the tail slate, but we're not going to do that. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Rasslin Podcast. I've been your host, Braden Walker, and this has been my guest, JGeorge.
All right, now we get to you idiots. I let you guys ask questions, and most of you are fucking morons, but some of you are not. And I let you ask questions, and here we go. Let's go with question number 1. It's hashtag AskRasslin. Hashtag AskRasslin. The first one is from Wrecking Ball. Is this that fat piece of shit that body slammed me?
Yeah.
I told you not to mention him on the show because we're in legal. The lawyer said he attacked me. He viciously attacked me. And you let him have a voice on this fucking show?
I mean, he's still a fan. He's a person.
Is he? Is he?
Kind of.
Man looks like the fucking Death Star. You say he's a person? Whatever. Wrecking Ball Legarsky says, how's your back? It's fine. It's fine because I'm a fucking man. All right? And you wouldn't do that outside of that ring with that other fat guy beside you. You would never do anything to me because I'm Brandon fucking Walker. Okay? I'll fuck you up. You only did that because you're a coward and a piece of shit. Come up in here. Come to my house. Come up in here and do it, Wrecking Ball Legarsky. Y'all not going to let him in, are you? Okay. Chris Larson at DJ Shark Tank. Guarantee you he's never touched a titty before. With Cole losing to Hangman, who is chasing the gold? Time to pull CM Punk into the mix or let him keep elevating the younger talent? No, I think it's exactly time to pull him into the mix, and this would be elevating the younger talent. A victory for Hangman Adam Page over CM Punk, who just won the feud over MJF, would be perfect. It would be fantastic. Also, you know what it does? When MJF circles back by the end of the year, takes the belt from Hangman Page, the feud has juice because Hangman Page will have beaten CM Punk. I think CM Punk should be the next pay-per-view challenger for Hangman Page. I think that makes the most sense. You let MJF go off and take care of Wardlow. We'll figure that out. But later on this year, Hangman Page lays down for MJF. Nick Stasiak says, who should win the MJF-Wardlow feud? Feel like most people think it should be Wardlow, but I would have MJF win the eventual match with help from Spears. It's MJF. I've said it over and over. He's the next champion of AEW in my opinion, so it needs to be him. But Wardlow's going to be a huge star too. Wardlow's going to be great. I feel like Wardlow should win the TNT title very soon. I don't know how you massage that going forward, how you come out of that feud. They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to wrestle on pay-per-view probably. But you just have to rearrange everything so everybody's happy. I don't know. It's going to be a great feud. Wardlow's just so fucking money. So fucking money. What else we got? Is that all?
Just the list if you want to do a real one or no.
We'll do the list later.
No ad this week, so unless you have
No ads? No ads?
no ads.
People don't watch the show, do they?
They watch this show a lot more than other kids.
That's a fact.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
Do you think if I had better producers, I'd have more ads?
No.
We're the best.
At what?
Producing.
I got 4 kids. I'm pretty good at producing myself. Reproducing, huh? High five? That's the show.